and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna try to find some dupes in my collection for this baby right here. And this one looks like this. And yeah, let's get into it. I have to say that this is a pretty unique color story, so you're not gonna find anything similar like another palette. But the shades are really unique as well. I think this is the most unique eyeshadow palette that it's been released in a while, because you think you have these shades but you don't, and you're gonna see in a second why I'm saying this. We're gonna start with the first shade right here called Firework, and this one looks like this. I'm gonna swatch it on my hand right here. Beautiful. I love this Cheeto-like type of shade. And we're gonna see if we're gonna be able to find something at least similar to this one. Since this is an orange type of orange, and no, it doesn't have any undertones or anything, like a red undertone, I would say. I thought I'd grab this one right here, this baby right here, and this is pretty similar, like right here. A2 might be similar, but you're gonna see that it's not, like in the pan, it looks really similar, and you're gonna see in a second because I'm gonna grab the other palette to show you. See, in the pan, the first one, the first shade right here, the orange matte, and some of the shades from this eyeshadow palette look pretty similar, and I'm gonna swatch them in a second. First up, we have A2, which I think it was the most similar to the ones in the Natasha Denona. This is Natasha Denona, and this is A2. As you can see, it's a bit brighter, but it's a closer dupe, and we're gonna see in a second. I am having trouble opening and closing these eyeshadow palettes. A5 might be, no, this is way too bright. Like it's not gonna work. It's just not. No, doesn't have anything in common with the first shade. Like it's way warmer. But what else? Sorry, I'm having trouble opening this. Next up we have E3. And I'd say that this one also, well, from these shades, I think the second one is the closest to the Natasha Denona one. I don't know, maybe that's just my opinion. Like the one from the top and the one from the left, yeah, the left, has nothing to do with the shade, like nothing at all. The second shade is this one right here called Razzle Dazzle, and it looks like this. It's a shimmer. Well, I don't think you can see this one right here. It's a shimmer, and well, I have the other palette that has a similar shade in it, and this one looks like this. As you can see, it's a beautiful shade, and I love it so much. I think it's in my top 3 favorite eyeshadows from this eyeshadow palette. And here we have That's My Gem eyeshadow palette from Too Faced. And this one has like a similar shade, I don't know, Gem Session. Yeah, Gem Session. And, well, right here. This is a pretty close dupe for the Natasha Denona one. Like, yeah, it's not that bright, but you can make it work. Like, if you use it in a look, I don't think anyone would notice. Like, I don't think anyone would take a second look and be like, that is not Natasha Denona or something. Oh, anyway, is somebody doing that? Like, I feel, because I'm so obsessed with eyeshadow palettes, I can tell what eyeshadow palette someone is wearing, which is kind of weird. But yeah, I knew, well, I was so obsessed with the Jackie Aina eyeshadow palette from ABH that I knew instantly when someone was wearing that in a video. So I'm kind of crazy, but okay. So yeah, I think this is a pretty close dupe. I couldn't find anything else. I thought about the one from Mini Love eyeshadow palette, but that one doesn't come close. So yeah, this is the dupe that I found in my collection. Right here. For the third eyeshadow right here, I couldn't find anything, like anything. This is a pretty unique, like so unique shade, and I had an eyeshadow palette from Makeup Revolution, I think, and it had this type of shades in it, but I don't have it anymore because I gave it away to my best friend. But at the moment I don't have anything similar to in my collection, and I think this is quite unique. Like, I haven't seen this particular shade in any other eyeshadow palettes. Like, I'm gonna put up a picture of the Makeup Revolution one that I'm talking about, but other than that, I don't think I've seen something like this. Maybe Melt Cosmetics has something similar. I would say that I don't know, the Vida or I'm talking Spanish, or the Muerte palette has like this type of shade, might have this type of shade. But other than that, I can't think of any eyeshadow palettes, eyeshadow palettes actually, that has this type of shade right here. It's green and blue and all around everything. And I really like it, but I couldn't find anything similar to this. And the fourth shade, I think this is the same thing, because Snow Cone, this is just everything. And it looks like this. It's a silver, but not a silver. It has a green tint to it, green or blue. It's really, like, really unique. And I added silver next to it to see if it's even close, but it's not close. Like, you're not gonna find this shade in any other eyeshadow palettes. I don't think. If you have, like, leave in the comment section down below if you have any shades that look like this. I think indie brands might have something similar, but I'm not sure. Like, this is really unique from the eyeshadow palettes that I've seen and I have. So yeah, nothing that even resembles this. So I'm gonna bring it closer to see if you're gonna be able to find something, because I see green, blue, like a shift, and yeah, I can't find anything like it. It's really pretty. Next up, we have Cotton Candy right here that doesn't resemble any of the shades that I have in my eyeshadow palettes. But I'm gonna show you a pink eyeshadow palette that I have, but it's not even close to any of the shades. But it does resemble Joker, like one or two shades resemble Joker right here. So I'm gonna show you that from that eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna show you this one also as well, like two at the moment, because we're gonna be opening that palette, so why not? The palette that I'm talking about is this one, Norvina Volume 4, and I have to say that I have nothing similar to that pale pink right here. Like, you can see it. I think you can see it. Sorry. I think you can see it. Nothing similar. And I thought, like, the first time I've seen that palette, I thought, like, well, I must have something similar because I have many pink eyeshadow palettes, but nothing resembles this. So I don't know what to say. Well, I'm gonna show you that Joker one, and we're gonna get back to swatching the similar shade in this eyeshadow palette. I know that we're like taking the palette from beginning to the middle, or you know, this Joker right here is my favorite shade of the entire palette, and it looks like this. Well, if I'm gonna be able to swatch it. I have to get like a desk or something because this is just not working. I have Joker on my hand right now, and I'm gonna show you some dupes for it. And I'm gonna start with the Norvina because, well, I'm gonna start and finish with the Norvina because I don't have any similar shades in other eyeshadow palettes. I think this is pretty similar, like C5 right here. It's similar, but once you blend it out, because it's quite dusty, but once you blend it out, it can look similar to the Joker one. This one is Joker, and this one is C5. They can look pretty similar, like with the light hand, I think these look like pretty close. What do you think? And the other shade is it's similar to E1 but not that close. I think E1, it's somewhere between like the first one, Cotton Candy, and the second one, like these two from Natasha Denona, and that one of the top from the top is somewhere between these two. I think these three could make a beautiful look. I really like it. Next up is Electric, and I have to say that for Electric I couldn't find anything because this is the most beautiful royal blue that I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, how is this so beautiful? I love it, I just love it. And I'm gonna swatch it. I don't know if you can find, again, I think like Melt has something similar. I don't have any Melt eyeshadow palettes, but I swear that I've seen something similar. Like, again, either the Vida or Muerte eyeshadow palette. So I think this is pretty similar to one shade from that palette. I think this is just beautiful. I don't have Norvina Volume 3, the blue one, because I don't really wear blue eyeshadow that much, so there was no point in me having that, so I can't dupe that with the shades from Norvina. But I think you might find something in there that looks similar to this. I don't think this exact same shade, because this is, like I said, the entire eyeshadow palette is really unique, but yeah, something similar. Next up we have the green shade right here, and this is what it looks like. And I have some dupes for it because it's a pretty normal, like day-to-day gold. It's not something that special, so I have some dupes. Here we have Norvina. Like, these palettes are so massive, and you can go wrong with something from this. We have C2, right? C2 right here, and this one looks like this. I'm pretty sure that Norvina is a little bit brighter, if you ask me. Like, this one is Natasha Denona, and this one is Norvina. I really like Norvina. Like, I like Norvina better than the Natasha Denona one. Like, that's just my opinion. But yeah, pretty close. I'm so glad I found something. It's so weird trying to find like all these dupes and not finding like anything, so it's annoying, but what can I do? Next up we have Canon right here that looks like this, which is a pretty autumn type of shade. Like this one in the fall. This is what dreams are made of. Liz McGuire, if you remember that. And I have to say, I love this shade right here, but I'm gonna search for some dupes because I couldn't really find anything. But yeah, let's see what I found. Here we have the NYX eyeshadow palette, Utopia, Ultimate Utopia. This one looks pretty similar to the one before, actually, this shade. Well, it looks pretty gold. Like, how can you not love that shade? Side note, it's not similar to the one from Natasha, but how can you not love that shade? To die for. Well, here we don't really have anything, but I'm gonna look in another eyeshadow palette. I think the closest dupe I could find is the half-baked eyeshadow from Too Faced. Well, this is pretty dark, like compared to the Natasha Denona one from the Gingerbread Extra Spicy eyeshadow palette, and it looks like this. It's close, but not that close. It's close enough. I don't have any shades that resemble this. I'm gonna look in my Jaclyn Hill. Wait a second. Here is my Jaclyn Hill, in case you were wondering if I still have it or not. I still do, and I don't use it anymore, but I think we found something. It's similar, but again, close, but yeah, not even close. Like I said, similar. I think the closest one is this one from Too Faced Extra Spicy. So yeah, not that close. Next up, we have Flip right here, and Phantomime. Two shades that I couldn't find any dupes for the life of me. Like, not at all. If you're gonna be able to find something, you're gonna be my hero, because I literally can't find anything that resembles this. At least in my collection. In my collection, like I said, I'm not gonna say that these shades are in another eyeshadow palette, because I'm not sure. I don't have them, so I can't be sure if it's the same or actually even similar to the ones from Natasha Denona, but this is what they look like, and if you want to search, like, you're gonna be my hero if you find something similar to this. The next shade is Spiral right here, and this one looks like this. It's a pretty, I don't know why they added like two similar shades, like two Cheeto type of shades in the palette, but they did, so I can't complain, but whatever. And we're gonna search for some dupes. Again with the Norvina Volume 3. I think this is the closest dupe I have. It's D5, which is not even close, but this is what I have. Well, it's not close at all. This is all I have. I don't have anything else. No. No, I don't. I think this is why I got the eyeshadow palette, because I have nothing similar to these shades. So, I tried. And I'm gonna try to find something for the last four shades. But I've showed you the Joker one, the last one earlier, so the last 3 shades. Next up we have Magic. I don't have any dupes for it. It looks like this. It has like a purplish, I don't know why it's swatched like that, weird. It has like a purple and blue like undertone. I don't know why it swatches like this. It's pretty, I think it's because my hand is kind of wet from this one, from this solution right here, because I wiped my hand off the other shades. So I think this is why it's swatched like this, because this is actually quite good. Yeah, it looks like this. I couldn't find anything, so if you're gonna be able to find something nice, I couldn't, sorry. Not even in my Norvina, the purple one. I thought that I had something similar in that one. I don't. Like I said, once you see the color story, you feel like, oh, I have these shades, but you don't. It's really weird. It's so weird to me, but what can I do? This is life. And next up we have Aerialist, which is the most beautiful purple slash silver type of shade that I've ever tried in my entire life, and it's everything to me. Like I said, this is in the first place. Like, can't compete with anything. It's a beautiful shade. I have it on right now on my inner corner slash middle of my eye, and I love it. I love how it looks. I did a pink look. I can't talk right now. I did a pink look, and it fit perfectly. Like you can see, it has a kind of a purple undertone, and I'm gonna swatch the silver so you can see how purple this is. I'm gonna swatch the silver right here from my Viseart Petit Chou Chou eyeshadow palette. This one, well, this one right here, so you can see how purple this really is. Like, check this out. I had no idea this was so purple. I thought it was like a darker gray, like silver grayish type of shade. It's not. It's a purple silver type of shade, and I love it. It's the most unique eyeshadow from my entire collection, and it's my new baby. Like, I love that so much. I think this is gonna be the first eyeshadow that I'm gonna hit pan in, so yeah, I love it. And the last one, because this one I showed you like in the middle of the video. I don't know why I did that, because I had opened the Norvina Volume 4, and I thought, well, let's wrap this up, and I can put my eyeshadow back in the drawer, and that's why I did that. But here we have Act, and it looks like this. I have purple in my collection, but I don't have anything similar to this. Like, it does come pretty close, but it's not. Like, this one is a lot darker than any of the purples I have in my collection, like this one right here. But yeah, I couldn't find anything. I don't know why I'm looking. I have to look at the camera. I'm still learning. I have similar shades, but not that dark. Other than that, this was my attempt to find some dupes. Like and subscribe if you want to, and see you next time. Bye!